So, guys, it's your favorite day. It's my favorite day. It's everybody's favorite day, except Garfield. It's Podcast Monday. Woo! So, not that much in terms of news, but a lot more in terms of events. So, we'll be going over UDS South America and YCS Atlanta. But first, let's go through our product news. So, basically, Star Pack, Battle Royale, pretty sick name, not that great of a pack. Until now, they announced what cards were, some of the cards were released. Going through it, it's all reprints. So we see here Super Samurai reprints, Melodious reprints. This is the key thing that people have to note. Speedroid Terratop is being reprinted. This is really big due to the fact that Terratop only came in Supers and Wing Raiders, which I believe is no longer in print, and Ultimate Rare and OTS 3 packs, which is not that easy to pull. Last time I checked, it was around like $35, $40. Ulti, of course. Another thing to note, this might hint that Terratop won't get hit in the upcoming ban list if there is one. But that's still subject, it's subject, so it still might get hit to one. Regardless, this is going to be the easiest way to get a Terratop. Other stuff, we see Fluffle reprints, Legendary Fisherman. They'll send you, which might be good in link format, I believe, around summer when the links come out. See? To performer pals highlights, we see Second Donkey with Searcher, Unicorn and Phoenix, the Scales, the Magician, and Eyes Rebellion. And another good reprint, we see DD Necro Slime and Swirl Slime, previously in the Mega Tints as well as the Mission of Chaos. So some alright reprints, but it's not gonna be that value in my opinion. Okay, let's go to UDS. So South America had their UDS already. For people who don't know what UDS is, it's basically an invite-only tournament. You get your when it be invite-only tournament, you qualify by getting points by doing things such as regionals, side events, UDS qualifiers, like some locals might have it. This one's for the South America region. They had duelists from Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Chile, Ecuador, Mexico, and surprisingly, I believe it was 3 US players. So going through the deck breakdown, we see 6 ABC. Oh, let's go with the majority. Pretty much majority was Kaiju. We see 22 pure Kaiju, 18 Kaiju. Sorry, 22 pure Zodiacs. Wow, I can't say Zodiac today. 18 Zodiac Kaiju, 10 Artifact Zodiac, and 9 Metaphor Zodiac. We have 15 others, miscellaneous. The other big decks we see 8 Infernoids, 6 ABC, 6 DDD, a Surprise Burning Abyss Phantom Night Shadows, 3 Anti-Summon, I believe this means Statue Barrier, 4 Light Sworns, and Wind Witch Folk. It just goes around. So that was roughly 187 duelists there. Oh, sorry, 126. Huh. My math was off. So in terms of the country breakdown, we see 3 from Argentina, 3 from Bolivia, 2 from Brazil, 4 from Chile, 3 from Ecuador, 4 from Peru. Sorry, 4 from Mexico, 104 for Peru, and 3 from the United States. I believe one of the US players was Asala, of course from Team Jobber. Pretty cool duelist. Pretty strong. And this event also had a side events. We see Giant Card being Jadent as one of them. We see one with Zodiac Kaiju. We see the Winamat. The Winamat is the Alistair Phoenix. I just remember Japanese Edo Phoenix. Pretty sick mat. We also see the structure deck. Again, using the Yuya structure deck, it looks like. Another Winamat. The DDD structure deck. The Pendulum Domination. Wow. Another Winamat. A lot of Winamats. A lot. We see a Yu-Gi-Oh! Day using the GX one. I believe that was 2 Yu-Gi-Oh! Days ago. The last one, of course, being the Dark Side of Dimension mat. In terms of day 2, the other giant card, or they don't show it now. We see some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Day. Regional qualifier. Oh, they have regional qualifier? Sick. That's how I get my invite this year, boys. More Winamats. Again, a lot of Winamats. And they actually had a generation duel. First place, Marcelo. I don't know who's who, but in terms of what's seen here, there's one pendulum. Sorry, for pendulum structure deck, not pendulum structure. What's it called? Arc V era. One original era, one 5D era, and one GX era. So what is it? Zexo didn't top. In terms of day two, we see not that big of a change in terms of what topped. We still see the 5 Zodiacs, 5 Zodiac Kaiju, so about even. 4 Metaphor Zodiacs, I'm not sure it was listed in the other list. 3 Invoked Zodiacs, then 1 Artifact, 1 Frog. In terms of other decks at top, the second most in terms of anything outside of Zodiacs was Wind Witch Artifact, followed by Lightsworn, but it was a very small number. We see 3 and 2. We see 1 Deity, 1 Infernoid, 1 Mermails, 1 Metaphors, 1 Zodiac Performer Pals. That's pretty cool. Burning Abyss Phantom Knight, that Shaddolls made day 2. Who knew? And then we have the Burning Abyss Shadow Phantom Knight Invoked, Wind Witch Artifact. So I believe this just means there's no Invoked engine. But yeah, we see these Zodiacs in there. In terms of top 8, we have Wilfred. I'll just go through the decks. Just a quick note, it's all, like I said earlier, US. He got through. So we have 1 Zodiac Kaiju, 3 Zodiac Kaiju, 3 Pure Zodiac, 1 Zodiac Invoked, and 1 Phantom Knight. Burning Abyss Shaddolls made the top 8, not bad. I miss Shaddolls. So yeah, of course, top 8, you get that sick cloth mat, I believe. Looks like it's alternative dragon this time. Last time I remember was Mirror Force Dragon. You also see the belt here. Like I mentioned a while back, they showed it. I believe YCS Seattle. Now it's a white lash. Not lash. What's it called? It's a white belt, regardless. So it's like WWE Intercontinental belt for people who want to reference the wrestling. Unfortunately, there was no decks. I couldn't find decks for EDS, but we do have Alejandro Garcia Moreno from Mexico with Pure Zodiacs taking it. In terms of what happened to US, Asala got top 4, and then he lost. Here's the mat. It looks like he's from Team TCG Pirates. So congratulations to him. He's the new South American UDS champion for winter season. Now, before I talk about YCS Atlanta, let's talk about our sponsor, quote unquote, quick. So, Project YGO, your card needs, it's on top of the stream. It's on like the right hand corner. If you need cards, hit us up. Facebook, that's where you get the deals. Otherwise, you can go TCG Player, eBay, Amazon. But Amazon, we're under Project YCO TCG. So yeah, again, if you go to Facebook, hit the deals. Say my name, Bowie, you might get a better discount. Who knows? I do. Other shoutouts to Ultra Pro, pretty good sleeves. Ultimate Guard, pretty good deck box. What was the drink of this week? I haven't done that in a while. Drink of this week, Sunkiss, because Kevin loves his orange soda. Okay, let's go to YCS Atlanta. That thing didn't load correctly. Oh boy. This is why you don't procrastinate. You click the wrong link. So YCS Atlanta, we see 1,253 duelists. So that means 11 rounds switched. Top 32 going the top cut. We saw some really strong players. People from Project YGO was there too. I believe. No, sorry. Our boy Johnny, unfortunately, couldn't make day 2. It happens. Sorry, bro. So yeah, we have side events. First one we see is Generation Duels. We have 2 GX and 2 5D, so that those era decks. One, you can find all this information, of course, on yu-gi-oh!blog.konami.com. In terms of the giant card, we see that the other giant card, other than the Dradiant I mentioned earlier, Sea Monster of Thessalis. It's the fusion zombie tuner that you need 2 tuners. So a quick note for like events that coincide with each other, they usually share the same giant card for future reference. If you see the Dradiant, I didn't know that was a rope. And then they ask, what giant card would you like to see? We got some great answers such as White Princess, Speedroid Terratop, Great Shogun Shin. Personally, I would have picked Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon because I like Blue Eyes. Where my boy Kaiba at? So, like in terms of who won Giant Card, Saturday we have Dominic Roberts winning the Drainant using Zodiacs. Congratulations to him. And for Sunday we have Eden Sellens winning with his own Zodiac. Quick note, there he is. His deck profile is up, I believe. I want to say Aiden's Preparation channel, either that or the card guys. And if you want to see more information about his deck, you can look him up. I don't have it on this time, so free advertising for them. This YCS did hold a school tournament series. It's the one where like your school plays. So we have University of Illinois. Actually, this is their second win. So we had Ed Polazan, Andrew Buckland, and Chris Song. So this is the second win for your school. It's like what, $2,000 now? Probably to the library because people need to learn how to read for card interactions. And you also get the 12 booster packs, the 4x4 uncut secrets. Again, the $1,000 for your school. Congrats to them. Man, I wish I was a student again so I can do this. Oh, man. In terms of Dragon Duels, let's go through the final day. So, quick thing I want to note. We have one of these kids playing Zodiac, dude. It's not fair. And the other kid was playing Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes, still somewhat expensive deck, but dude, the Zodiac is like... That's a lot of money. Who's who? Jackson. So yeah, you see this particular kid ran the Coach Bear variant. It's alright variant. The only problem is you lose your resources too fast if you don't instant fusion, because you lose all three Moratin. They're not as easy to recycle. Just like heads up. He looks like he won 2-0. Yeah, 2-0. Oh, he got ulti kit the second one. That hurts. So yeah, we see here that Jackson Zuri won using Zodiacs to beat Tommy's Armor Blue Eyes. Congrats to him. He got the... Okay, there's 3 Dark Lords, but he has now. He's not holding one of them up. This trophy and his invite to Nats. Congrats to him. In terms of other things that happened, we had the public events points playoff. Basically, you get points for every side event you enter, and then if you have a lot, you could play top 4 though. Oh, top 4 points. They played it out. So here we have Anthony Kelly winning a Utopia Kaiser. Congratulations to him. And for the random public events playoff, basically it's just at random if you did any public events all. We have Connor Albury from Spanish Rose, Bahamas, surprisingly, taking home a Utopia Kaiser. Congrats to him. Last, we got the 3v3s, 3v tournament. We have it's Team Broshin. That's bro, I guess. They took it the 3v3. Congrats to them. Going to day 2, we see pretty much 28 decks or some sort of zoo variant. Some surprise variants. Also, we have one Wind Witch invoked, several frogs. Some quick highlights in terms of zoo variants. Or not? Oh, that was Burning Bishop Doll. I thought that was a zoo. That might have been my bad. Well, regardless, top 32, majority are zoo. But things took a weird turn. Going to top 8, we did see that the majority of the decks are still zoo, with the exception of 2 Paleozoic frogs. We see 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 of the decks of zoo. Pure Zoo, 1 Kaiju Zoo, and the rest were Paleozoic frogs. Let's go through the deck profiles. So 4th place, we have Brandon Wong playing Kaiju Zodiac. Going through the deck quick, we see 2 Maxi, 2 Ghost Ogre, triple Terratop, Talking Tombours right there, triple Morat, triple Whiptail, 2 Dot Blade. The Kaiju engines featuring the Star Destroyer, Dagara, Gamaseo, and Kamungus. In terms of spells, we see triple Tenki, triple Barrage, triple Interrupt the Kaiju Slumber, triple Twin Twister, triple Solemn Strike, triple Dimensional Barrier, 1 Torrential, and 1 Zodiac combo. The next year we see 2 Dradents, 2 Broad Bull, 2 Tiger Mortars, 2 Broad Bull, 2 Daigusto Emerald, 1 Castell, 1 Giga Samurai, 1 Invoker, 1 Totem Bird, and 1 Stardust. For a side, we see triple Lancia, triple Flying Sea, triple Change His Appearance, triple Starlight Road, 1 Book of Moon, 1 Warning, and 1 Regeki. Before I continue, I got this deck profile through the card guide. Shout out to them. Pretty strong team, but not as strong as Project YGO. You know what I'm saying? He had conflicted opinions about Ghost Ogre. He said it was okay. At this point in the game, a lot of Zodiac players I know, it's a hit or miss for Ogre. Some of them really like it. Some of them, this could be a different card. I'm on the boat as this could be a different card, but there's some advantages and disadvantages, such as stopping Barrage. But then a lot of times it could be a dead card, but it's personal preference. Now he really knows that Twin Twister is underrated. That's really surprising due to the fact that a lot of Zoo decks, they're cutting their back row removal, so there's no Twin Twister and such. There's several reasons for this. One, with the introduction of Invoked Archetype 2 weekends ago, or last weekend, we see a spike of artifact players. That's a scary thing. You Twin Twister, you hit the wrong things. I don't want to say the story. Let's just say hit 2 cards that shouldn't hit. One was Scythe. That really deters you. Another quick thing, it also enables Starlight Road. You target 2 back road, activate Starlight Road. Not only do they get rid of negation, they have another negation, so they can stop Dark Hole, Regeki, Drancia, etc. So Twin Twister, but it is really strong for reasons I'll explain later. The trap line is relatively standard. Turn to the side deck, Lancia, of course, for the Inferno matchup. Stopping him from actually doing a play is good. So the only small hindrance is they can still snow. That hurts a lot. Triple Flying Sea, of course, for the mirror match. They can't play if they can't go for XYZs. Change His Appearance for the Invoked matchup as well as the mirror matchup. In terms of the mirror, you hit the Morat. That's pretty much both Morat. So you summon 1 Morat, 2 Morats are going to get banished. There's really little a Zodiac player can do. In terms of the Invoked matchup, you hit the Invoked. Alistair, the Alistair. That's 2 Alistairs down, 1 left. Granted, they can cycle it back with the fusion card, but getting rid of the Alistair afterwards is gonna be a bit easier to. You can have it's a bit easier for you to play under. Of course, we have the Book of Moon and Warning. Book of Moon can be a defensive card in the mirror match or other matchups. A Warning if you're going first, and Regeki for board clear. Also, quick note, he actually runs 2 Broad Bulls. A lot of Zodiac players are upping their Broad Bull count. He feels that this is the correct ratio at this point, where Broad Bull is going up to 2. A lot of times, like, you try to do your play, gets Ghost Ogred. A lot of times, because they're playing 1 Broad Bull, they can't really recover as much. They're going to waste more materials or XYZs trying to go for the Morat combo. While playing 2 Broad Bulls, you can still go off, because it's just pretty much. Like, they get rid of 1 Broad Bull, they think you're done, but then you have another one next turn. It's more of a recovery thing. Congrats to him, they're 4th place. 3rd place, we have Kofi Angelov playing Pure Zoo. I got this deck profile from Trap House Duelist. Shouts to them. Going through the deck, we see triple Morat, triple Thoroughblade, triple Terratop Talking Tomboard, 2 Maxi, triple Whiptail. In terms of spell, we see the Regeki, 2 Dark Hole, Book of Moon, 2 enemy controllers, triple Chalice, triple Tenki, triple Barrage, triple Strike, triple D-Bear, Torrential, Zodiac Combo, Storing Mirror Force, and Starlight Road. In terms of the extra deck, we see 2 Broad Bull. Again, going off of a lot of players think this is the correct ratio at this point, just as a recovery or to go off if something happens to the first one. 2 Tiger Mortis, triple Broad Bull, 2 Drancia, 2 Daigusto Emerald, 1 Invoker, 1 Totem Bird, 1 Samurai, and 1 Stardust. For the side, we see 2 Lancia, 2 My Body as a shield, triple MST, 2 Forbidden Apocryphy, triple Imperial Iron Wall, and triple Different Dimension Grounds. Going through the deck, some quick notes. Triple Thoroughblade to cycle for trap cards, as well. It's really good in the mirror because 16's pretty buff in the mirror match. Again, he's not a big fan of Ghost Ogre per se. He mentioned that he likes the Curl better than Ghost Ogre because at this point, people they know how to play go around Ghost Ogre at this point, as we see with the double Broad Bulls. The Econ's special tech. It's a way to establish boards as well as avoid chalice. So like if you try to use more of that, they try to do something else. You chain Chalice, you tribute the card, and then it's still gonna go off. Or another example is Drancia. You activate Drancia to pop. They try to negate it, but then you Chalice. Sorry, Chalice. My Econ. It should go off in most situations. Again, extra deck. The two of each zoo pretty much came up. Triple Broad Bull. Again, like in the mirror match, you're gonna need more ZDX in the long run. And decide. You see, there's no Twin Twisters. Instead, we have MST. He ran no Twin Twisters because he doesn't want to discard. And in this specific build, it's pretty hard to discard. The only card that's worth discarding is the combo. Zodiac Kaiju's on the other hand, like you can discard the instead of the Kaiju symbol, so you have more targets in that sense. Forbidden Apocryphy, a tech card that we saw this weekend being played a lot. Going over it quick is the effect states declare one extra deck monster card, fusion single extra deck. Sorry, XYZ. If two or more monsters on that declare type are on the field, make each player send all monsters of that type from the field to the grave. We'll go over some things that happen with it with the next deck, but end off then draw into it. We see the Pure Iron Wall, of course. The Zodiac, the Ferdinand matchup specifically to get rid of Snow so it won't proc. Different against Managed Grounds. He says for both the Inferno matchup as well as the Paleozoic matchup. We see a lot of Paleozoics now running 60 cards through so they can grass their deck, and then most of the traps, so Paleozoic traps will go to grave, so they can proc it next turn or whenever they need to. So congrats to him, third place. Second place, we have Chase Cunningham. I got this from Pro Play Games. Shouts to them. He's playing Peerzoo. Going through the deck, we see triple Molrat, triple Whiptail, double Thoroughblade, triple Terratop, Talking Tom board, 2 Maxi, 2 Ghost Ogre, triple Barrage, triple Tinky, 2 Chalice, 1 My Body, 1 Reggae, double Dark Hole, 1 Book of Moon, double MST, 1 Instant Fusion, triple Strike, triple D Barrier, 1 Torrential, 1 Combo, and 1 Warning. And the extra deck, we see 1 Norden, triple Drancia, Dryden, that's the American name, I keep forgetting, 2 Broad Bull, 2 Tiger Mortis, 2 Broad Bull, 2 Agusto Emerald, 1 Giga Samurai, 1 Invoker, and 1 Totem Bird. Side we see 2 Lancia, 2 Twin Twister, 2 Econ, 2 Storming Mirror Force, 2 triple Imperial Iron Wall, double Anti-Spell Fragrance, and double Forbidden Apocryphy. Forgot I mentioned, let me just go back to third place quick. Angel Off didn't like these 2 cards. He only played it because it was pretty much it's either that or Ghost Ogre. Like it worked sometime, but he didn't really like it. But sorry, going back to Chase Cunningham's deck. Again, we see the pure build. Instant Fusion, it's a hit or miss. Is either you want to see a 2-of or a none of. 2-of because it's the recover plays, 0 because it's a dead card early game. He mentioned that people like to have Thoroughblade at 1, but the problem is too much advantage in the mirror match, as I mentioned earlier. He personally doesn't understand why people are cutting Ghost Ogre, just due to the fact of how much it interrupts plays. I also note that what our notes are. Oh, yeah, okay. About Chalice, this is about Chalice. So Chalice he's a bit iffy just to the fact of the artifact matchup, because they can play around it. So like they have the Drancia, then they have the Scythe. You got hit 1, but then the other one's gonna proc. It's still a good card regardless. Again, he didn't run the Twin Twister main just due to the fact that there's nothing worth discarding in his deck, except for the combo, but that's nah. And also, a lot of people, like, they're playing Starlight Road. We see, like, a couple deck lists before. So this is a good way to get rid of back row as well to avoid the Starlight Road. And he did mention that he always hit the day barrier. Pretty lucky. Extra deck, Triple Dryden. He said it can be reckless with it in the sense that, okay, they max C, you go into the Dryden, that's 1 Dryden down. Sorry. Then like your opponent thinks, oh, you only have 1 Dryden left. You make it, you're done for. This is a pretty smart. Dryden's a really good disruption card. So having a third one available is pretty good. Granted, extra deck space really limited, and you lose out on cards such as Castell. Northern again, it's a recovery play as well. 2 Bravo, like I mentioned earlier, for the backup. Everybody's playing it at this point. Quick note about the side deck. He thinks about upping Twin Twister to 3 just to see it. Quick note: he will side up the MSTs for this. he's definitely gonna bump Econ to 3 again for the mirror match. Is really good. It's just getting targeting their Drayden or such. Like they then you can just go off, build up the Zodiac ladder. He also wants to bump Storming Mirror Force. It's good because it plays around cards such as Starlight Road, My Body. We see Zodiac decks in the past play regular Mirror Force just to get rid of monsters, but now with everybody's running what was it, like My Bodies and stuff, Mirror Force is being phased out. Now this is the weird thing about Apocryphy. And this event they ruled that so you just say you have a Daigusto Emerald and a Drayden. So they ruled that okay, if like you use Drayden to pop itself, they ruled that Apocryphy won't go off. So that was it, Daigusto will still be there. But yes, second place congrats to him. Now first place we have Corey Ryan playing Paleozoic Frogs, but I don't have his deck list. I can mention some tech. They're like just a generic frog deck. Now the problem is that I showed earlier. A lot of people no longer run Twin Twisters main, or they don't have as much back row removal. This really is a problem in decks such as Paleozoic, just due to the fact that all the trap cards they just have ready, and like you can't get rid of them that fast. So like you, because like it's a 50-50. Like, are you afraid of the artifact matchup that much that you don't want to have the back row removal for decks such as this? Some other quick things we see new traps such as Lost Wind states target one face-up special summon monster on the field. Its effects are negated and original attack point is halved. If the special summon monster from your opponent's deck, it's extra deck, while this card in the grave, you can set the card, but it's banished when it leaves the field. So you use it once, right? They try to go again. They make it Dryden. You activate this effect, set it again, so you have it ready next turn to avoid being popped during your turn. In addition, because of Zodiac, was it Paleozoic? Where Leonolcha, you can bring that back. In addition, all Paleozoic cards they can't be affected by monster effects in the first place. So you make cards such as Obinia, they can't get Dryden. They can go off searching for other traps, getting it ready, then have a hand trap mode. And by hand trap mode, I mean Obinia's effect where when it's on the field, you can activate Paleozoic trap cards from your hand. Also, Turtle's a really strong card. I was really unfortunate. I was watching Game 3. Was it 5 back row both sides, but the Frog player was able to make Toad, and having Toad in 5 back row, that's pretty much unbreakable in a lot of sense. We also have cards such as Statue Barrier of Torrents. Of course, now you can't play, you can't special summon. There is a couple outs to it, but it's with all the back row, it's gonna be hard. So yeah, congrats to him again. Let me bring up the picture. So yeah, congrats again. Wing Pit Paleozoic. Now, this makes a really big implication because Zodiac didn't win this event, so a lot of people might think that it might not get hit by the ban list, or there won't be emergency ban list. There won't be emergency ban list is a pretty good idea, just due to the fact that we see that the other decks can top it. It's not like Tier 0 where like every deck was Necroz or every deck was Pepe. But on the same time, we did see that with 28 of the top 32 was Zodiacs. So that's a lot to consider. Yeah, I'm pretty much off topics today. Will I do it next week? I don't know. We will see you again. Until next time, see you guys. Peace.